Dear Toastmasters, who of you knows Charlemagne or Karl the Great, Carlo Magno? Welcome. There's a few. I actually thought it would be everyone because he's a very famous person from my hometown. He would be like what Michael Jackson would be for pop music, for example. He's a figurehead. He is the figurehead of my hometown, Aachen. So Aachen, that's where I'm from, obviously, is a small city next to the Dutch and Belgian border, 250,000 inhabitants. There's nothing very special about it. It's a big university town, and the only famous thing we really have is this Charlemagne, who's still very present in my city. Another famous person maybe here at HP would be Leo Apotheker. He's from so I don't want to speak about him now. Charlemagne, where is he still present? There's a massive statue in the marketplace of my town in front of the town hall. There's a prize given away every year for people who accomplish something very special for Europe. Former prize holders were Bill Clinton, Václav Havel, Angela Merkel, Pope Johannes Paul II. So really famous people. It's quite a prestige, popular prize to win in Europe. There's a tradition still that you name your first child after him. So if it's a son, he has to be called Karl. If it's a daughter, Caroline. And people really do it. It's amazing. I have friends who name their child and like they named their first son Karl. I even know people are having a tattoo of him. Like he's that important. And the local football team, their main supporters group, is named after him as well. So you want to know why he's so famous and what's so great about him, why everybody seems to love him at home, what we get taught at school, what everybody will tell you when you come to my hometown. So first of all, he was a king of the Franks, and with his troops he conquered Saxon and Bavaria, which would be the whole of Germany now. He conquered the whole of France. He conquered northern Italy up to Rome, so Rome included. He conquered the vast majority of Spain. So actually what would be a big part of Europe now was all his kingdom back in this time. That's why he's also called the father of Europe. All this leads to the Karl's prize, which is for accomplishments in Europe. Besides that, he was crowned the first emperor of the Romans. He was the first monarch of Germany. He was the first monarch of France. He was named a holy man by Pope Leo II. He established monetary structures. He pushed education and schools. He had a massive impact on civil wars. So you see, he's like, you can understand now that people are really, really proud to be from Aachen, where like he lived and where he died and which he called his hometown. So a couple of months ago, I went here in Barcelona to a dinner party, and father of a friend of mine was there, and as you talk, normally the question arises, so where are you from? It's in every normal conversation. I said, yeah, I'm from Aachen, that's I just grand in Spanish, the city where Charlemagne is from, saying that very proud. He said, oh yeah, this was a horrible person. This probably is the most crucial person I've ever read about. And he told me some stories I didn't know about, and the very same night when I came home, I wanted to investigate. So I wanted to find out, is he really this holy hero people talk at home about, or is he this bloodthirsty berserker, which the father of my friend told me about? And unfortunately, the second is a better description for him. He was quite a very, very bad man. I'll give you some examples. When he conquered the Basque country and the city of Pamplona was already defeated, he decided to kill every inhabitant or living thing still alive, which ended in a massacre of 30,000 people. Besides that, when he killed, or like he had 4,500 Saxons imprisoned, which he decided to slaughter as well, just out of the blue on one single day. That's another famous massacre. He tortured and murdered every religious teacher and priest which did not teach the Catholic or the teaching for the Roman Catholic Church. So, as you see, he was a mass murderer, horrible person. He used his military powers to wipe out religious lives of whole nations. He used his dictatorship to kill everybody who did not believe or did not want to join his kingdom. So at the end of the day, reading more about it, and the interesting thing is that most of the articles you find on the internet are in English, there are hardly any in German. You find out that actually my hometown is worshipping a war criminal, a mass murderer, and quite a bad person. So why am I telling you that? I think sometimes we just believe what we got taught in school. We idolize famous people without really knowing a lot of history about them. And maybe sometimes we should question or challenge these stories a bit more. I'm not alone with my opinion. It's for the end. To finish, I would like to quote an extract of a song from Bob Marley. I won't sing, don't worry. It's a song called Don't Blame the Youth, and it goes, you teach the youth Christopher Columbus was a very good man. You teach the youth Captain Morgan was a very good man. You teach the youth Marco Polo was a very good man. So don't blame the youth that they don't learn. Thank you.